Hey, how's it going, Crypto U? It's Warren again. We're just here. I know we've had a lot of stuff going on lately with the holidays, obviously Christmas and New Year's. So hope everyone had a great Christmas. Hope everyone had a great New Year's. And it's actually time for me to kind of jump back into the saddle. Obviously, being out a few weeks, we were sick as well. My entire family was struggling with the flu, or everyone's been getting COVID and all kinds of stuff lately. So either way, it's behind us now, and so we're excited to get back in here and start getting you guys some good content for 2022. So I know that many of you have been kind of following the page. Some of you have been watching. Obviously, the markets as of late haven't been that great. Just straight up on the crypto side of things. Obviously, we've seen some corrections, and Bitcoin has been coming down. I think it touched around 38, 39,000, somewhere in there. I think it's fluctuating around 42, 43. Would love to see it get north of 44 and hold that, because I think that would be a great kind of reversal sign for us. But either way, myself and several people from our community have hopped into, I've got a private NFT Facebook Messenger that we've been using now for the last, I don't know, probably say at least a month, maybe a little over a month now. But basically, in that channel, we're sharing new projects, helping each other research new projects, and just basically seeing what we can do to capitalize on the NFT side of stuff too, because basically that side of the market is still booming. With NFTs, just like anything else, I mean, not all excuse me, not all NFTs are created equal. But at the same time, you can find some really great projects out there. And whether it's for a short term flip or it's for a long term hold, there's opportunities on both sides. So, as a group, we've been helping each other kind of navigate and kind of just figure out, how, how is it, is it profitable? And so I don't know if you guys were watching one of our interviews, probably, I guess it was probably like September, I want to say now. It was definitely at least like 2-3 months ago. But we had done an interview with Tim Yesta from the coingames.io project. And so he had come on and was basically just trying to help us demystify what an NFT was. Are there opportunities in the space? Kind of maybe some of the tools and stuff to look at while reviewing the space, and then just an overall encouragement that there's a lot of money to be made. And so anyway, at that point, that's kind of when I dove in. At first, obviously, I was a little skeptical, just like everybody else. I mean, NFTs, there's definitely a lot of scams, a lot of rug pulls, a lot of people wash trading, and I mean, you name it, it's all there. But just like anything else in crypto, just because there's a few bad projects out there or a few people that are taking advantage of others doesn't mean that everyone is out to do that. So just like always, whether you're on the crypto side of things or you're on the NFT side of things, being able to go out and do your own research, be diligent, just a few things just off the top of your head, check out the communities on Discord, see how many followers that they have, see how active their Discord and social media channels are. That'll kind of give you a good hint as to whether or not the project is real, and whether or not there's any engagement. So if you have a project that you can find early that may have good artists or may have good use cases, functions, benefits to holders, looking at bigger communities, obviously it just means there's more potential buyers that are there. Look at the smart contracts, kind of see what's in there. It's definitely worth your time to do it. And at the same time, at least what we're kind of starting to see that's coming a lot more from these NFTs are really like, what type of benefits can you get from being a holder long term? Does it have a great artist that's connected to it that could potentially, give it some inherent value right up front? What all are you seeing there that holds value? And so over the last couple of months, myself and several people that have been in our messenger, we've been looking at a lot of different projects. Some of those we found some early success with were, the Crypto Bull Society. We were able to scoop up some of those on the whitelist and be able to move forward, flip some, hold some. We're kind of getting ready for the bears and everything else that are coming from it. And We got into Cool Man's universe, which was really good. And, I mean, I think it's already up to 1.5, 2 ETH, something like that. Been fluctuating real significantly, but a lot of great stuff behind that project too. But anyway, so what we've been kind of trying to do is just figure out a way that we can bring great projects, or, at least ones that we're kind of like looking at, and at least give you the opportunity to start looking at them as early as possible with us. So, just like on the crypto side, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion, my experience with the NFT space, and with ultimately some of the projects that we're looking at here locally. And so, anyway, today we wanted to share one of the projects that we've been looking at. So this project is called Phat Pandaz. So I'm going to share my screen here with you guys and just kind of like take you through a little bit about this project. Ultimately I was in a Discord and another project that I was closely connected to, currently the Galleyverse, and had one of the mods that was there, and he had told me about this specific project, and that he had already talked with some of the leadership from the project, and he saw, some encouraging signs. We'll just call it that, at least at first. And so, so let me switch over here, and we'll kind of like look through their website. We'll look through their light paper and look through a couple of their socials and stuff like that. Just kind of take you on a journey of some of the stuff that I would look at as I'm reviewing a project. And then you can kind of see here for yourself, at least what we see, or what we're kind of initially looking at here in our consideration of, wanting to purchase the NFTs from this project. So let me share my screen here really quick. And here we go. So, so here we've got Phat Pandaz, PHATPANDAZ, .io is their website. So definitely feel free to check that out. But here I'm going to go over a few things. So basically, from the same minds that built a $500 million recreational cannabis business and grew it one of the largest privately held multi-state operators, comes Phat Pandaz, which is a cannabis-driven generative NFT project. They're going to have roughly 9,898 lit pandas with a focus on community, fine art, and the Pandaverse. So, just initially, some of the things that kind of like jump out to me is that you have a company that already has a proven track record of success. So Phat Pandaz is a large brand in the legal cannabis space. And so already being able to generate over over $500 million, you can see that this isn't like just their first rodeo or their first, a lot of projects come into the space and they don't necessarily have financing to take them all the way through. Having a company here that's already done $500 million, and they are looking to try to figure out a way to kind of bring their space into the metaverse, or bring their space into the worlds of NFT, and trying to figure out benefits that they can have for their community, it's a little bit different. And so anyway, that was one of the first things that kind of just jumped out to me, is that we're dealing with a company who is already credible, reputable, is already doing a multi-state operation, and they're wanting to come into the crypto space. So anyway, that was the first thing that jumped out at me here. So we'll just kind of scroll down here. Like I said, 9,898 will be the collection size, 300 trait count. So there'll be, as you can see here, this bear's got, like lips all over the front of it. It's got a Boys to Men shirt. This one here has got like tattoos, do-rag, hoodies, things like that. You can just see, at least at face value, the trait count is basically the differences that you would see in between each one of the NFTs. And so it's pretty consistent, but if it's your first time to it, just kind of going over the top, at least with some of the explanations, just so you kind of understand. So the public launch is going to be January 23rd, 2022. So you've got about 9 days before the public launch starts. And so basically, the minting prices. Now, what a mint is basically like on the day that you launch, you would go in to the website, connect your MetaMask wallet, and then you would mint. And so mint just means that you are coming in and basically purchasing a piece of that collection first, and you're going to be there to mint one of the 9,898 or two, or however many it is that you decide to collect. And so The minting prices will be anywhere between 0.09 ETH and zero point 0.3 ETH. And so we'll kind of explain that a little bit later, but it really just depends on whether or not you are on a whitelist, if you're buying with a gas pass, or if you're buying just at the public sale without any whitelist allocation. And so the prices change a little bit different based on the level of access that you have in the project up front. So, like I said, flexible pricing here, gas passes, they just did a big gas pass promotion probably just a few days ago or earlier this week. I did purchase one of the gas passes that will allow me to mint for a little bit cheaper. So they do a lot of different little games and giveaways there inside of their Discord. And so in the description for the video too, we will also drop the Discord so you guys can join that. But definitely check that out and pay attention to the giveaways. And if you can get, if you're lucky enough to get a gas pass as part of the giveaways before the public launch, you can actually mint for significantly cheaper. So there's some already direct value from some of the benefits that they're pushing out there. So at whitelist, you'll be able to purchase the mint at 0.14 ETH, which is great because obviously you'll be able to save some money there. And the public sale will be anywhere between 0.19 ETH to 0.30 ETH. I guess they will actually just release exactly what that will be on the Dutch auction day. So a little bit about how that works. Like we said earlier, with a gas pass, it was 0.05 ETH to mint one, gives you a 48-hour head start. It's a cheaper mint price, and then automatic whitelist. So if you're able to get a gas pass, you can automatically whitelist and be able to get your piece of artwork for cheaper. So anyway, all the way around, it's a good deal if you can still get one of those through one of the games that they're offering in the Discord. So here's a little bit about their initial roadmap and utility. So pre-launch, they're working on marketing, different brands and merch, working on a store, preparing for the takeoff. Let's see, strategic partnerships that they're making, gas pass, whitelist giveaways, prize pools, mint and reveal. Like I said, you'll be able to get a 48-hour early if you have a gas pass. Whitelist mint will be 24 hours earlier. So at least if you're whitelist, you're not going to have to worry about the gas wars. For those of you new to NFTs, gas wars just means that whenever a project actually does launch, let's just say if the project says, hey, our public sale is, Thursday at 3:00. Well, if it's a high, if it's a project that a lot of people are wanting to become a part of, then what you'll see is that naturally thousands of people are trying to buy these NFTs at the same time as you are. And on the Ethereum network, we all know that means that you're going to have higher gas fees. So whenever there's a higher demand on the network, there's always going to be a higher gas fee that's associated. So anyway, by getting to whitelist or having a gas pass and being able to mint 24 to 48 hours early will then allow you to kind of adjust your purchase based on the cheapest gas time. So whether it's this project or other projects that you're looking at in the future, you always want to pay attention to the gas fees because gas fees are definitely a part of what that overall cost would be to mint a project. So anyway, so I guess they're going to do some other Panda reveals, merch stop opens, and then seed utility development. Onward and upward, more marketing, seed utility underway, premium Discord. They already have that up. Pandaverse development. They are looking to get into the metaverse portion. They have a couple of different ideas for this. They haven't released a ton on exactly what their metaverse will look like, but it could be, anything from carrying your character to, potentially like virtual reality visits of their farms or, and these are just ideas, nothing that they have put into stone yet as far as offerings, but maybe even something like a virtual, like teach you how to, grow your plants or, do different stuff within this space. They're really trying to kind of, do something new by carrying their whole cannabis company into this metaverse. So, that's something that they're still looking to develop, but it is something that's on the roadmap of things that they look to accomplish. So it's kind of cool there as well. So, all right, we'll scroll down here a little bit more. So available immediately to NFT holders. So They're going to do some high-end merch and stuff that they have here. They already have a brand, and we'll flip through this here in just a few minutes. But basically, they'll have exclusive high-end merch. They'll have discounts at different cannabis stores that they own. They have some in Southern California, Massachusetts, Washington, and then they've got tons of partners as well. Some of their farms are some of the largest ones, in the country, are servicing the United States and potentially even some of the bigger ones around the world. But all of that just to say is that they're looking to basically give you lots of benefits within either their own dispensary or others that they're connected to. And so that would be another benefit as being a holder. Also, if you holders enjoy whitelist priority to mint future NFT projects. So this was one of the questions that I asked them really specifically, is because a lot of NFT projects are kind of like over promising and under delivering. And specifically when it comes to like, hey, look, we're going to do this project and then we're going to do 10 more. I was really specific with them and asking, hey, like, what is your goal here? Do you plan to accomplish it? Are you going to continue the roadmap with this specific project before you go, partnering and kind of spreading out and doing others? And they assured me that their whole goal is that they want to push this particular project forward first, make it successful before they even entertain any of the other partnerships, which was really encouraging to me because, you really need to hit it out of the park with your first project and make sure that you've got it under wraps and that it's providing value for your community. And then at that point, hey, more partnerships, more projects, go for it. Let's do it. But make sure you get the first one right first. And they said that, hey, that was their first goal and that they wouldn't even consider, kind of going past that until they got the first one right. So anyway, one of the questions I asked them early on, so hopefully that'll help you just kind of, if that was the same question you may have had, hopefully that helps. So here's some other things they're planning to do. Q1 2022 is getting into the Pandaverse and beyond. So one of the things that they're looking to be able to do is from their NFT holders, you would be able to receive different items along the way. So whether that's from your initial seeds or from, fertilizer or from some of the other, things that you will need along the way in order to be able to say grow your own plant, if that's what you want to do and it's legal in your particular area, then they'll help facilitate that. As a holder, you'll be able to get seeds and everything else it is that you would need, and obviously some of their guidance and direction too, along the way from the community for any help that you may need along the way. And so there will be Platinum Panda NFT holders that will be able to claim virtual seeds starting March 1st, 2022. On the first of every month, Platinum holders will be able to claim their seeds 12 times a year, so once a month. The seeds can also be redeemable for real seeds if you choose, with their partnership with a company called Surfer Seeds. So Surfer Seeds is a large seed provider. You can do your own research on them as well, but they have a partnership with them and plan to ship those seeds, around the world or around the country, I guess wherever, if your jurisdiction it's legal, then they'll look to get them to you. So, or you can use them as a burn mechanism for a red trash panda. So basically, some of the things that they have on the horizon are, if you're not going to take the seeds into custody yourself and you don't need all of the other materials, basically you can virtually still claim your seeds, still claim your fertilizer, still claim your cocoa cubes, and you will be able to then use those towards upgrading basically your panda. And so you wouldn't lose your initial panda, but you would be able to use those things. And instead of, taking them on personally, you could store those and then use them to upgrade your pandas in the future. So they've got some pretty interesting stuff there. Like I said, I mean, if cannabis is your thing and you are looking to make these connections and all of these discounts and seeds and everything else is your thing, then great. Like this is right up your alley, and if it's not, then you don't have to take custody of all of that stuff to still be able to benefit from the project. So it is kind of cool that they're giving two options there. So let's see, how many platinums will there be? There'll be 22 platinum pandas, 2 belong to the founders in the commemoration of the project, 20 available on launch day. Let's see what else here. Let's just keep scrolling. So they will have a staking and panda tokens option here in the near future. So middle of the year. So maybe look at July, June, July of this year. We'll have some updates on what the Panda token will be, and ultimately, how the staking mechanisms will work. So just so you know, staking will be on the horizon. So, okay, Q3 2022, the big burn. So starting July 1st, 2022, as you are receiving fertilizer, cocoa cubes, and seeds, they'll be randomly given out quarterly to 22.5 of the Panda NFT holders. So once you've collected all three, you can burn them for a plant. You can burn that plant with your pandas for a red panda, and another plant with a red panda for a trash panda. You will not lose your original panda with the plant burning mechanism. These other pandas are basically going to be more rare. And what they're going to do is they're going to work directly with the first 25 people to achieve a trash panda to build out their own custom NFT. So it's kind of cool. If you do get one of the trash pandas, then you will be able to actually work with their artist to customize a new panda for yourself. So that's kind of an additional new kind of thing. I really haven't seen that on a whole lot of other projects yet, where you get to work directly with the artist to create something custom for yourself. But at the end of the day, it's pretty cool. And so for those people who accomplish that, that is something else that you could do along the way, which I think is a pretty cool part to be able to do. I would assume that any of the custom pandas that are made would probably have a high value attached to them as well. So meet the team here. You've got multiple different members that are here. This guy right here is a holder of a Bored Ape Yacht Club number 5942. Queen Panda, basically these are the two owners of the projects and owners of Phat Pandas. Let's see, Austin Reed, background artist, Max tech lead, Michael's marketing, community manager. Anyway, kind of getting through here. So real life brands. So from Phat Pandas, Hot Sugar, Sticky Frog, or Ember, if you've heard of any of these brands before in the past, this is all under the Phat Pandas brand. So if you've ever heard of any of those, you already know who Phat Pandas is. So just a little bit more about that. So here you can see this is inside of some of their manufacturing plants and distribution and stuff. You can see that they've got very high-end equipment in order to, do all of what looks like, I don't know, I guess those are pre-rolls. But you can see, I mean, they've all automated packaging, all automated assembly lines for every aspect of their business. So this is definitely a company who knows what they're doing and have been extremely successful at it. So this kind of gives you just an inside look of what some of their manufacturing and facilities looks like there. So, and then also they're going to take 7% of what is coming in off the projects. And they've got a couple of different companies here that they're looking to give back to. So, the whole paying it forward thing is a great aspect of projects. Not many of them are necessarily doing that, but this one definitely does. So let me see what else is highlighted here. If you're ready, you can get forward early. Okay, cool. So all right, we're going to go from the initial site here now, and I wanted to touch on the light paper. So the light paper is not quite the white paper, but it does give you some insight into kind of what they're doing. So they have this listed on the website, and you can check it out yourself as well. You can find it just by clicking on the website here, click on your menu, and then come down to light paper here. If you want to find that yourself, that's where it's at. But anyway, so I'll just kind of breeze through some of this. So you can see Robert and Katrina McKinley founded Phat Panda in 2014. So, I mean, these people are already doxing themselves. They're all part of the community and all part of Phat Panda and what they're doing here. So since then, Phat Panda sold more than $500 million in legal cannabis. The original crew of 30 pandas has grown to more than 700 employees. You'll find top shelf Phat Panda products in dispensaries across Washington, California, Massachusetts, with more to come. So some of their partners here, if you're in the space, you'll probably recognize several of those. Let's see, Toward Thriving 3.0, Project Works. All right, a little bit about Web 3.0. We all already know what that is. Let's see. Okay, by owning a panda, the art collector is owning a piece of the cannabis community and much more. The NFT holder will have the opportunity to participate in an ever evolving Web 3.0 community that we've dubbed the Pandaverse. At the center of the community will be premium Pandaverse Discord, a safe zone for pandas to exchange ideas on cannabis and non-cannabis topics. On a quarterly basis, pandas will be invited to an open Pandaverse forum to discuss new ideas for the broader Phat Panda brand. So they're going to be looking for your input even into their own brand in the cannabis business along the way too. So it'll just be another way to kind of participate and be a part of what they're doing. They'll also participate in an open forum, possibly voting on what new strands Phat Panda should cultivate and bring into their mother room. So some parts there. And then here's your design lead. You got hailing from Los Angeles, urban culture and art associated with it, unthickening his veins, sprawling graffiti. So we've got this guy and then Austin Reed here, background artist, two of the people that are working on a lot of the artwork for the project. Let's see, NFT Panda holders will get right away. So I think we touched on this earlier, but you'll get perks, gear, NFTs, merchandise, drops, giveaways, discounts at different brand dispensaries and partner locations, entry into monthly giveaways, whitelist priority to future projects. It's basically most. I think we've touched on most of this stuff, but let's see. Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it as far as the light paper goes. So anyway, you can also go to phatpanda.com, and this right here goes into into their growth facility in Washington. So it kind of gives you a little bit more about what they're doing, about their business here. Let's see. Phat Panda family is proud to announce that we'll be sharing a love for cannabis and enthusiasts to the following states: California, Massachusetts, Oregon, Michigan, Ohio, West Virginia, Florida, Arizona, Nevada, and more to come. So tons of partnerships and things that they're already a part of here, but it just goes to show like this is their actual website where they already have their successful business working from. So that's good. Second thing here is the Phat Panda store that you can go to. And so you can see they've already got, different tie-dye merch material and stuff like that they've created in the past, a whole slew of other things that they've used to market. As well, accessories, vapes, a little bit of everything, but they already have, marketing people, artists and stuff on board. So this is just all about, expanding the brand, expanding opportunities for people in the community to enjoy their products even further. So it's got a little bit of everything here that you can kind of see. And their Instagram following here, they've got roughly 124,000 followers on Instagram. And you can just kind of go through here on your own, but looks like a lot of different strands and merchandise and stuff like that they've sold over the years. But anyway, just more pictures and stuff to just kind of show you exactly what their business is all about. So, this is some of their grow facilities, different stuff that was here, but anyway, you can go and check all this out. The links and stuff in there are available. So, anyway, so I guess on a last note there, I just wanted to say that, several of us in our group were definitely looking to participate in this particular NFT. I feel like there's definitely some benefits and stuff there. Obviously, depends on whether or not this is an industry that's for you. That's not my decision to make, but that's for you. If you can find some benefit in this and you live in some of the states that they're in, and you want to participate in the cannabis thing, well then, by all means, that this would be available to you and potentially provide some additional benefit for you. But at the end of the day, it looks like it definitely has some potential from a company that has a proven track record. So that's why we will be getting several of these. And anyway, just moving forward, I'll show you real quick what their Discord looks like. So you can come in here and let's see, announcements. All right, let me get in here to the general chat. So anyway, you can come in here as a holder and you can access the general chat. You can come in here and speak to the community and see a little bit about, if you have other questions and stuff like that, you can come in here and feel free to ask away. They've got multiple different languages and stuff that they support too. So that's great. They've got roughly, it's like 57,483 members currently in the Discord. So got a growing group there. That's great. And anyway, so this is just where you can come and check out Phat Pandas as well as directly from their Discord. So I'll make sure that I put a link in the bio or in the description for you so you can join that server as well. So one of the cool things too, just after talking with some of the leadership of Phat Pandas, is they have decided to offer us some whitelist spots for our community for Crypto University. So what I would like to do is that if you are interested and would like to potentially support the project and you're interested in getting on the whitelist, then definitely make a comment below from the video. We're probably going to have maybe just one or two requirements in order to get on the whitelist, probably sharing it on your socials. Just take the video and stuff that I'm sharing here right now, and then feel free to share it around with your friends. And if you have interest and you're interested in getting on the whitelist, please show that you're interested down below, and we will do a drawing and then see who gets the whitelist spots. So the whitelist spots, like I said, will allow you to mint at 0.14, I believe is what it showed us earlier. Let me double check that. Yeah, whitelist spot is 0.14. So if the Dutch auction opens up at 0.3 or 0.19, like you're already in profit, which is great. But the whitelist spots are typically a little difficult to try to acquire for projects. So the fact that they were able to work with us to give us some is great. And it will truly bless some of you who are lucky enough to get one. So anyway, I appreciate it, Crypto U. Thanks so much for everything you guys do. And we will have not only Phat Pandas that we're going to be continuing to talk to and partner with here in the future, but we'll have other NFT projects to show you as well. So just remember, none of this is financial advice, just our opinion. It's our experience based on what we've done since we've been in crypto now since 2015, 2016 time frame. So anyway, just want to give you good looks on projects and kind of point you in a direction of stuff that you can consider. So always do your own research before purchasing, and we'll see you guys soon with the next project. So you guys have a good night. Thanks so much, Crypto U. Thanks, Phat Pandas. See ya.